Hi friends! Welcome to our final episode of the year for Conversations as a Love Activist. I am Chule, your Love Activist. As you know, I've been on this beautiful journey of self-discovery and radical self-love. And in this episode, we'll be exploring this revelation that I had, that all of this boils down to one thing: love. Love, 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 love. And you would think as a love activist I'd know that. But anyway, so subscribe, share, and join us on this epic journey as we close up the year in the most love-filled, radical, love activist way. See you soon. Hello, friends. Um, just starting. I'm already starting to cry. So this morning, I woke up quite early. Sorry, there's bibs. I'm going to a high tea. Anyway, this morning I woke up early because I had a meeting that I had to prepare for at 9 a.m. for a really great concept that I'm doing called Love Unlocked. It's a dating show and it's a gamified online dating experience. Great. So before I start finishing off whatever I have to do in preparation for my meeting, I do my Advent study. So I'm part of this Advent study, which basically is leading up to Christmas for us to look at the light that Jesus was and is. And I was reluctant to do the study because I thought, this thing is going to be Christian-y and it's just gonna take me out of all the great insights that I've gotten from other places. But I do day one and I'm like, okay, this is touching on some really important stuff. And so this morning, what it was talking about was God is jealous. So it's called the He Is series, and it explores the different attributes of God. And so today, it was exploring He is jealous, right? And I've always had an issue with this concept of a jealous God type situation until this morning. Becky Kaiser, who's put together this Advent study, starts off by sharing a story about how, she was dating this guy and, for 6 months, and it became clear that the guy was not as much into her as she was into him. And then they broke up. And then a few weeks later, she bumped into him at a party, and he didn't even give her the time of day. He was busy chasing around another hun during this party, and the jealousy, obviously, that rose up was very obvious. And then she spoke about how the attribute of God in terms of jealousy, in the sense that God wants us to focus on Him and put our attention on Him or her or they or whatever you identify as a higher power for you. But I didn't realize why. Why is that important? Because God lacks nothing. She, him, they lose nothing from a lack of attention from me. Why would God be so thingy about me not giving Him attention? And it hit me. It hit me so hard that because God is love, to focus on Him is to focus on love. And that is the thing that God is jealous about. Because as soon as we take our eye off of love, what we are, what we're made of, our actual makeup, is when things go to shit. Literally, if we just look around us, wherever we look, if we are seeing violence, gender-based violence, rape, all these things, greed, all of it stems from one thing, from the fact that we've stopped focusing our attention on love. We've stopped focusing our attention on who we are and what we're made of. The miracle that we are as human beings. We've stopped focusing on that. And we believe that there are other things that can give us that feeling back. So for me, when I woke up this morning, and I woke up very, very early for this meeting, it hit me that I am still trying to earn back my identity by this person saying yes to my proposal, if that makes sense. And so I've put my focus away from love, away from myself, away from who I am. And I'm expecting an outside source to give me back myself, which is love, which is a miracle, which is taking away my focus from fear straight back into love, straight back into the essence that created universes, galaxies, billions and billions and billions of stars. That same source is me. That same source lives in me. And all that source is saying is, as long as you focus on me, as long as you focus on the truth of who you are, which is love, you'll never be lost. You'll never have lack. You'll have everything. Everything that you're hoping for, everything that you're desiring for is here. It's right here. It's in you, all of it. No one is going to give you the worth that you're looking for. Speaking to myself, your business growing and flourishing is not the sum total of your worth. Only love is real. Only love is real. Only the love that you are is real. And to expect that to come from somewhere other than you, other than me as pure source energy, you're wasting your time. And so for God to be so, or it hit me that God's jealousy is for me, it's not for him. He loses nothing from me taking away my focus from my true nature and who I have become and built throughout lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes. It's for me. It's for me. It's for me to remember who I am, and that who I am cannot be defined by things and proposals and money and how much another person loves me even. That I have to know that I am worthy. I have to know that I know that I am true light and love, and that is what I came to do here. And if anything I'm doing is not coming from that place of loving people, it's pointless. It's absolutely pointless. And it just hit me that is what I'm doing with all of this. Conversations with a love activist was God's huge, hilarious trick for me to love myself. That's it. That's all he did all of this for. That's all she did all of this for. That's all they did all of this for, is so that I come to the full awareness of how lovable I am and how incredible and how beautiful I am, and that nothing outside of myself can confirm that. I have to know that for myself. And if God had to be jealous just so I can keep aligning myself to the truth that the universe is all loving, wholly loving, then so be it. That he'll go to any length for me to see myself the way they see me. As complete, as whole, as healed, as a blinding light that can never be figured out. Yeah. I don't know, friends. It's a lot. It's a lot, and I don't even know if I made sense at all, but I just feel this overwhelming sense of peace.
knowing that no amount of followers, no amount of money, no amount of praise and adoration from outside of myself will amount to the truth that I am perfect. I am perfect, and I'm expanding, and I am growing, and I am creating, and I am loving, and I am loved. I love you, friends. I don't even know if that made sense, but I know I had to get it out while it was still fresh in my mind. Oh, yes. So it hit me that, you know, the way spirit works is just so crazy, because all spirit wants is for us to know how much we are loved. That's all spirit wants. That. So this dating experience, this dating show that we have created and come up with, that in the beginning for me, it was a way to validate my creative talent. Honestly, that's what it was about. It was about me gaining that validation when brands come on board and say they're going to be part of this, and, you know, money in the bank reflects all of that worth that I think I'm going to get outside of myself. And it hit me that if Love Unlocked is not a platform to love people and for people to feel themselves, feel like themselves again, feel that wholeness, feel that peace, feel the beauty and light that they are, then it's pointless. It's pointless. So for me, this dating show has become a completely different thing. It's now a full-on ministry. It's a full-on crusade of loving people and helping people realize that you lack nothing. You lack nothing. You are so abundant and so beautiful, and that no one can confirm you. I'll confirm you're a human being, you're an infinite being in a body. Another person saying I love you is not going to confirm your worth and who you are. No. What you're here for is to grow love. Gosh, my favorite name, my friend's name. That is what you're here to do, is for you to join in communion with someone to grow and harvest more love. That's it. That is it. That is it. Your worth is not going to come from someone picking you or choosing you. And we get to integrate all that infinite power and love into what we're doing. That's incredible. That's incredible. We have the honor of being able to tell a different love story, a real love story, that you are already loved and that you're already loved, and that you do not have to look for what is already inside of you. You must unlock the love that you have for yourself first before you reach out to grow your love with somebody else. Yeah. So, as a love activist, I now have a different sense of purpose. I feel radicalized. I feel energized. I feel yeah. You know, I know that I didn't name myself Chule the Love Activist. I understand that it was my ancestors and my grandmother and Jesus and all these things that have come together just for me to come face to face with myself as a love activist, as someone who can use love as an activism tool in every single thing that I do. Everything that I do is an act of resistance against the lie that we are unlovable or unloving, or the world will always be this violent, hostile place. We can create it anew if we remember that we are love. We can create a new world, literally, as love activists together in every sphere and space of influence that we have access to. you in the office cleaning, you are a love activist and you are powerful. Sisi osebenzayo, you are creating space for families to grow. You are a love activist. CEO of a big corporate, multinational corporate, you can be a love activist too. All of us have the power and the ability to change where the world that we are experiencing, the lovelessness that we're experiencing, and we can turn our attention back to love. And instead of focusing on the illusion that we are unloving, unlovable, and we have to earn our place to be here. I love you. Like I really love you. Like I really, really love you. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I love you. And thank you for coming on this journey. This radical self-love journey with me. And I hope that you come to the full awareness of who you are. As a toilet flushes. I know, friends. I know that was an emotional goodbye for the year, but what else would you expect from Chule the Love Activist except for like cheers? Anyway, I am going to miss you, but don't you worry. We have such an incredible lineup for you for 2021. We are going to be starting a healing school. Yes, there'll be a whole curriculum filled with courses that you can take on healing mother wounds, healing feminine wounds, healing financial wounds that I'm working on, that will be available on the app Mighty Network, so look out for that. And I am praying that the end of the year for you is filled with so much love, so much gratitude, so much warmth, and so much healing. You made it this far, guys. You made it this far. That's insane. That is insane. So that is something to be grateful for. That is something to pat yourself on the back for as we take over 2021 with the more vibrant, more fulfilled, more love-filled selves. Love you.